Hey guys, we're waiting for Aura. I'm so stoked. I'm so happy when he will be here. How are you going? Let's see where he is. Yes, I'm still in Australia. Oh my god, it's taking a long time, but yeah. Where are you about? I'm gonna check where Aura is. Aura, come on. There he is. Yay. Hey, ladies. My hair is so goofy today. Oh my god. Yes, you may. I'm in Sydney. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Huh.
hello.
Hello.
I need to reframe because now I'm
Yeah,
cut. Area.
I I think Instagram always is sort of fine-tuning the image, but then you are half cut or something.
Well, whatever. Hello.
Hello from
How's it going?
Australia to New York.
And we almost missed it because of the beautiful misunderstanding of
Oh my god. I'm the
Friday and
bird.
Saturday. Ah, well, that's good that I am a couch potato and I stay home on Friday night.
Oh my God. I think I'm happy that a lot of people actually are these days. So the live streams are always non-stop. But yeah. How are you going?
Not bad, not bad. Just coming back from Italy, as you might have noticed.
Back I saw some comments.
And yeah, it's like readjusting to the metropolis life. I can't complain, but now I miss the sea, and you know that because you live close by. So once you don't have it, it's hard to live. But it's nice. It's nice to be back in studio, and everything's fine. What about you, Nadia?
Oh man, it's been hectic, hey? But I think like yeah, so right now I'm in Australia, Sydney, for everyone that doesn't know me. I'm Nadia and Aura. We just gonna I just want to do a little introduction what we're gonna do today because otherwise people are like, oh, what is that? So we're just having a talk about life, about music and everything, and we're gonna ask each other just questions. Actually, that we really want to know of each other, and I just can't wait to discover more and more about you. So we already had contact for a long time, and I created a remix of you. Um, and yeah, I hope many more to come actually. So, but I know we are both quite busy and stuff. So, but yeah. So with me, yeah. So I'm what I said. I'm in Australia, in Sydney, but I'm actually from the Netherlands. Yay! But due pandemic, I stayed here, and yeah, I've just been working on my music. Actually, it's my studio down
Mhm.
there.
The new studio,
Huh?
the new setup.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just too long that I didn't have really a studio. I was just in the kitchen table here when I just arrived and made music on the kitchen table. So it was a bit like okay. Um, it was a bit. I don't know. I don't know if you have that as well. Some like if you travel to Italy and you brought your gear or whatever, or you bring your gear, that actually you are forced to be creative with what you have, and it somehow works.
Sometimes works. Sometimes I had a terrible, not terrible, but bad experience in Italy because I brought a selection of stuff and I've been there 2 months. And it was a pain in the ass to bring everything that I wanted. And then there I probably played 5 times in 2 months, and it was just like nothing came to me. So I feel that the place where you are and how the studio is set up, it's a big part on the inspiration and what came out of your music. Because
Yeah.
I've been in amazing places with the instrument and I couldn't do anything. Uh, and here it has been, this studio here has been the one that has give me more, way to create and be creative. So, and I bet yours in Australia too, because you are a train and every week is just new things coming on and on and on.
Yeah. I think I so agree with that. Like, in a way, yes, you are forced to create music with the stuff you have, but I also really felt like you are not in the right mindset or something. If you're like surrounded by gear and all that stuff, you just know like, okay, I'm just gonna create now, and otherwise it's, I don't know. I think it just gives more possibilities or something.
I totally agree. Yes, on the less you have, the better you do. I was just jamming now. I get back to my two things, Octatrack and Vermona, and I was having a lot of fun, like just uh, tonight, just playing. And I'm start cursing myself because lately I got in one of those moments that you start buying too much. And like I got the modular back there, and it's nice, but it's just like yesterday I spent the entire day trying to learn new things and
Mm,
do no music, and those days keep coming. Like I spend the entire day because I love learning to nerding out. I guess that's we share the same kind of thing. But when you have like modular is killer for that because there's so many things to understand, so many things to learn, and you spend day doing nothing. I mean nothing, learning, but
yeah,
no music at all.
yeah. Sound designing, basically.
Yeah,
What do
bleep
you
and
prefer?
plops.
Hmm? Blip and blobs.
Yeah.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer like, so if you have a synth or whatever, do you prefer to create your own sounds, or are you someone that uses presets and are actually more into sequencing and like make a track directly?
So yeah, I never ever like to use preset. So, I
Mm-hmm.
guess for a sort of kind of snobism that I grew up with, like uh, when I was in band and stuff, you need to create your own things and not do what other people. I have nothing against it, of course, but it's just like probably my heritage, my musical background. I don't know, so I need to really build my things, but I also realized that the synth I like more is a simple thing, and the sound is the sound of a regular synth. So I like the idea of create with a synth that sounds classic, like a Moog would sound, and uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea here is like uh, I come from the guitar, and like all the guitar, not all the guitar, but they all sound like a guitar, right? So. Uh, I kind of am old school in that sense, so I like West Coast, East Coast. No, what is the East Coast kind of synthesizing? Like the Moog one, subtractive synthesis, very simple, sounds in a certain way. If I try to get out of that, I have difficulties, and so yeah, I like to create my sound, but my sound are really simple and basic. So that's where I'm comfortable, and then I try to work more on the melodies and on the feeling that I have, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
I learn more and more lately. What about you?
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
I think it depends on my mood. I think like sometimes, like now, I had to make okay, this is actually this what is not a disclaimer, it's actually an announcement. But I made
Another
a
one.
no, it's a small, it's really cool actually. But I made a how do you say that? A patch pack? Is it a patch pack? Yeah, patch pack for um for a modal, and now I had to really sound design, and with those little, do I have it here actually? Yeah, right.
The small unit, oh, those are cool, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So it's like a super tiny. I love this one so much. I have such a big love for these small devices, small devices with big sound. Um, but basically, so there's like if you have like 8 banks with 16 sounds, I think. Was it? No, 6 banks with 16 sounds. And there are some really good patches in there. But the only thing is, it is super easy to design your own sound from scratch with this thing. So I felt like, oh, it's super fun to make a pack with that. So I created all these spacey sound, really sci-fi, of course. Um, and then I really like to do it. But I think when I'm not at that stage where you are, maybe with the modeler, that I can go hours and hours creating something and then I will not be satisfied. You know, I really need to have a created track or something. Um, Otherwise I feel not that I lost my day, but I think I just have something in my head or in my mind that I really want to say or want to put into music. And when I can't do that, I just feel that's actually really funny. Like I feel unheard for myself or something. I don't know.
No, makes sense. I kind of agree with that, and is a thought that I'm having lately. When I spend days, you, I have a friend that I'm working with now. Soel is an amazing musician and DJ, and we are collaborating on something. And like lately, I sending him snippets of things that I improvise, and the day after, he sent me a track that is finished, and it sounds amazing. And I am like, "What the fuck, man?" It's just like for me, it takes ages to create something, and then you know, it's always the same thing as like you be you and other be other. It's just like I can try to force myself in creating and say, okay, today I'm gonna do a track, and maybe I end up with a track, but most of the time when I do like that, it sucks. It's just like doesn't have meaning. But when I'm inspired, I things comes very easy, uh, and they sound nice right away. So that's the thing is like when I approach the modular, maybe, and still I want to learn more and I like it and it's fun, but maybe it's not my instrument in the sense that it's really hard to be proficient with that. And I never had so far many days where I sit down, things come right away and like, wow, this is great and simple and I'm fine with that. But also I notice that you are prolific, like you do a lot of stuff, like not only music, because you seems to be, as I always joke, you'll be the president of the world sooner or later.
Well,
But,
it is funny to say that, but yeah, that's something I really want to talk with you also about actually. But yeah, that's the thing, right? If you have so many things you juggle with, you really want to make music, you don't want to spend also like a whole day creating sounds. That's for my feeling, maybe. And maybe I don't have that time. But if I have time, like now, I feel I really get lost. It's like 5 hours later, and I just created a sound, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually also pretty cool. I was just gone for 8 hours or something.
I
Um,
guess though it's part of, let's say, you can't always create tracks. Maybe I feel that spending some time in learning and forcing yourself out of your scheme, back when you go back to your instrument where you are proficient, it's something that enhance yourself. I don't know. I work with the modular, and now with my basic synth with the Vermona, I found some patching ideas that sounds like the modular, and so you know the idea flowed from one system to another, and somehow broaden the spectrum of what I can do or what I can what I want to try with the instrument. So it's challenging, but yeah, definitely. definitely don't buy the modular. I give you this advice, so I'll save you a lot of hassle.
I know like there are so many great modules out there, and therefore I'm super interested in going to do it, you know, because the sounds you can create out of it is just so good. Um, I'm just so wondering, where do you get your creativity from? Like, where does that come from with you?
Ah, I don't. There's not really a rule as much as I try every day to force nicely to have a routine.
I love that. The force nice.
It's not that there's days that I feel unhappy or uninspired and I don't do music. Then I learn. Those are the days that I spend watching tutorials and things in internet. But I think that the routine every day, like I have, I guess similar to you, I have a morning that I wake up, do exercise, then meditate, then breathing exercise, and then I try to approach music after a while, and when I feel more comfortable, relaxed, and things come kinda by themselves. The time I'm more productive and things sounds better to me, it's the evening is the best time. The night,
Hmm.
if I could just play loud every night, probably I would create better, because it's I like more. It's my kind of the music I do. I guess it suits better
Yeah.
the night.
Yeah.
What about
Oh,
you? What about you?
I think I can. That's the thing. Like, it's not that I feel, maybe I can say it. I feel blessed that I always am inspired. Like, I can make always music. And I think I create also like a track in maybe half a day or something if I want to. Um, but I do feel like in the night, it just suits. It feels like in your bubble, in your cave, you know, like I feel you're just on a different planet. Maybe I'm super floaty, but um, I think I love the night as well. And sometimes, and I think also it feels more quiet to me if I work in the night. Like it feels everybody is just sleeping or whatever, and I'm just like there doing some magical things, you know? Um,
Yeah, it resonates with me too. Like I feel there's one important thing that I've been a photographer before, right? And I
mm,
feel the light in the studio where you play, for how much it might seem stupid or not poignant, but it's important. Like I feel that when there's a right light, like right now I couldn't play. Like with this big light here, it terrifies me. It doesn't make me comfortable. But when you have the sundown or the night and the small lights that create a situation, then I feel that your output and what you're doing, it's change. So I guess it's really important the mood that you set up around you before you start or when you start, and the mental
yeah.
frame you are in. But yeah, now it's my time to ask a question, because the
I'm just going for it.
this is the
I'm just
question that
going.
probably 99% of the web want to ask you, because every week, Nadia has a big announcement to do. And I'm telling you, at the beginning, I was like, what the fuck? Is this real? It's like, and then it is real. And like, since I met you, I always really admire you as a musician, because not only you
Same.
are very, how to say, committed to what you do, but also community-wise, you are always been very open and helpful, and so a lot of love for you. But
Hmm.
I'm really curious on how you keep this aura of, happiness, niceness, and make things happen. Relating also to the video, I'm not a guy that really believe on the manifestation thing, just to be
I'm-
clear. But I was telling my wife before, if there's one person that is changing my mind about manifestation, it's Nadia, because she said she wants do something or get something, and she do that. So like, how you get to this point.
Okay, it's. I will try to make it for everyone. Otherwise, everyone will leave. I will try to make it very tangible. So I come from a time that I will tell a bit of my background. So how I grew up. So my dad, he's a businessman, like a really like not known, but in that scene he is. And
That's,
my mom,
there's a
um,
scene for businessmen too. They have their own venue.
they have their own venue, yeah. They have
Yeah.
their own festival, like IKEA festival. Um, and my mom, she is also working for herself, and so I come from a split family, and I think I was 12, and I noticed that I was always very attached to what other people were doing. And I made in that time a decision that whatever happens, I will show that I will do something that is has a very big impact in the world. I don't know, I was really young. And that's mainly helping other people because in that time I felt a bit neglected. I was not really the right setup to grow up, I guess. Um, but and I noticed already in that time that there was something I saw things different than a lot of other people do. I was always like floating, like walking and like thinking things and creating things, and a lot of things also happened. So when I started to get older, I became in a very dark time of my life. So I was very dark and like was like the underground techno, how we know, I was a representation of the underground techno, how I looked. So I was, and I felt like I need to change my life. And how I started to do that is basically started to see everything positive and everything a lesson. So it was a sort of sponge. So it was listening and I was like, oh, I can use that. Oh, that's also cool. So, and I still am like that. And I feel like this. I'm super curious how you do live. So I'm just like sponge. Um, and then the biggest thing what I started to do was reach out to people. I
Mm.
was just starting to email. So I met Nina Tune on ADE a while ago, and I created some tracks, and they picked me out of the crowd, and I was like there as a young Nadia, like, oh no, they're gonna listen now to my music, you know, and then they put it on, and they were head bopping, like, that's cool. And then the guy came to me and he said like what was it, A&R or something, and he said, yeah, wow, your music is really cool. And I never heard it from such a big label or whatever. And I was like, oh, maybe my music is cool. You know, maybe there is something with that. So I think I just started to believe more and more in myself, and I started to be more positive. And it's really funny that you just asked me this question because a while, like 2 weeks ago, there was a guy and he said to a friend of mine, like, how is she doing that? Hi, Gerald. How is she doing that? Because she has only 5 or 6,000 followers on her Instagram. Like, how does she get these sponsors? But that's really because I wrote them. Like, you can send people DMs or whatever, you know, and especially now, Instagram is more and more used to just contact people, like in
Hmm.
a DM, like, hey, how are you, or whatever, or shall we work together, or something like that. And when I started to do that and started to see what I really wanted, so I want to be on YouTube, I want to be on social media because I'm addicted to social media in a healthy way.
If there
um,
is an healthy way, I don't know about that, but
yeah, I try to say that to myself. But yeah, and I think I just by approaching people and just keep on emailing people, even if they say no, you know, it doesn't mean it's a no. So I'm just sending them something again or
well,
again.
that's very female to say. Yeah, that's a no is a no. We see. Yeah, that's mind games.
I just think like if someone says no, it means there's a reason why they say no. So it doesn't, it means maybe there's no space for it now, but it can be in 2 years, you know? So
So you manage, you know, I got very personal. I mean, I got, the no to me has always been a very hard um, things to deal with. It's like, I'm talking about work, let's be clear.
yeah.
But when I have a few brands, for example, that I collaborate with, and we both work similarly. And like, there's brands that support us, and they're amazing, and they really see what is the struggle for people like us, and just like create, and the money literally from Instagram, YouTube is zero. People think it's nothing. It's nothing compared to that. And there's few brands that I pushed a lot, and I know that I make them sell a lot. And when I ask, hey guys, I'd like a demo just to do a video, to do some content, and they keep saying me no for like quite a while. And that really hits me. And I'm still not in your place that I would love to, in like not taking it personally. What you said, there might be many reasons why a person say no about a collaboration, or a label that doesn't want to publish your music, or blah blah blah. But I feel that one of my biggest struggle, like, it's accepting the no and not feeling it as a personal thing.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm always very second guessing myself, and like when somebody doesn't like what I do, then it's a tragedy. You know, it's like, so I'm not good. I'm the opposite of you, right? That
You
you get.
care.
It's really hard. I feel it's a key. And I wanted you to say what you said before, because I feel like I understand already somehow of your past. We talked about that before. But I feel that one of the main quality of people that are successful in life is this approach, positive approach, and also the fact that reaching out to other people and just asking and be present with them and helping them, it's a great way to make things happen. And
It's so important to detach yourself from an outcome, or detach yourself from what the other person says. And maybe it helps that I released that, like, those bigger labels, and that they see that. So that can of course be very helpful. But and also, like, I do see that they want to push women in the industry. That's a big part of it right now as well. So probably that's the key. But I don't feel like that's very fair, because it's about the music, and I don't see gender, you know. I see like music, and that's it. But
it's
yeah,
definitely a topic that is it's hard to talk about it honestly, because we live in a moment that, especially in the country I'm in, that everybody is extremely sensitive about anything. And what I basically think I learned, it's just like at this point there's certain how you call, certain part of humanity that are pushed more than other, and it's fair. And it's like, you know, we had our time. I grew up, when I grew up, I mean, I don't know how old are you, Nadia, but 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when I was already playing in bands, there was no woman in the business, like especially in the electronic music. How many people, except Bjork, that's it, right? You can name her or few other two or three. So things are changing, and now, of course, the weight is all on a certain part of people, and it's fair. And then I guess it's the way that then in the future we will not have to discuss about this. It's like push the woman, push whatever. So it's fine. It's fine. And I guess good music then it will stay. There's the fashion of the moment of what you see around, what is pushed is fine. It's just momentary. Yeah.
I think that's yeah. But yeah, I think the key is like to really keep on believing and keep on going. And even if, like, there are so many brands and so many people out there these days, that there's always, like, a way to find a way to make it work. And I think that's the key. And even if, like, there are so many brands and so many people out there these days, that there's always, like, a way to make it work. And I think that's the key. There's always someone that believes in your music, you know, or someone that wants to help you. And I think it's just starting with the first step, and then it's like a domino effect, you know, people see like, oh, she's wanted or he's wanted. We need to jump in right now because
Yeah.
otherwise we miss the boat. That's how it really works. And like today, I'm gonna just say it. Like I reached out to Splice, and also because they announced that they're gonna set up a new platform to connect brands and artists, like undiscovered artists or small artists, together. So, and that's super cool because that was the idea I had with Pax Aurora. So I was like, oh my God, there goes my idea. So I was like, okay, shift. I need to send them a message. So I did. So let's see what comes out of it. But those things, like if you feel that, just write them, and maybe in half a year try it again, and don't be a stalker, but that never goes well.
No, after your manifestation video yesterday, I start putting my manifestation is the collaboration with Tom York. So let's see if that's gonna happen. Come on, Tom York, reach
Are
out.
you?
I almost had a collaboration with the guy from The Who, the guitar player, Pete Townsend, and that was a highlight of last year. And that guy was a fan and writing me, and I said, who is this person? And somebody say, that is the guitar player from The Who. And that's like blew my mind. And we
Sick.
had a chat. It's a super nice person. But yeah, it's fun because reaching out to people, I mean, it's not that immediate because let's be honest, to get to the point where we both are, and you know, I don't consider myself anybody big, but it took a lot of work. It's not that
Oh, so
when I
much work.
started Instagram, and I had Instagram long time, and I had like 300 followers, and trying to, you know, post once every 2 weeks and pretending, oh, okay, this is a good post, like shitty image, shitty music with the recorder from the iPhone, so very bad. Thinking, oh, that will reach people, and no, people wouldn't care. So when I started to switch and say, okay, I'm gonna try to offer quality, so I do music. I cannot just upload things recorded with my iPhone. I will have to record it with a computer, learn how to do it, and it takes months to
Yeah.
refine all the process to a point that now I can say that my Instagram is a well done Instagram, has a good feed.
Your Instagram, like if somebody is from my Instagram on it right now, check out his Instagram because it looks like it's like actually if it would be a book, I would buy it, you know. It looks so slick.
It's just like so it takes effort because if you write to brands or to whatever and you are a complete Mr. Nobody, like we all have been in the business, whatever business you are, hardly you might receive positive things, and like no brand that would send you free things, right? Because of course it's all a business, it's all an exchange.
Yeah.
So you need to put the work down, and the work can be doing music, do content, share, whatever you want to be in your business. But take believing in yourself, and it's the struggle in like, okay, what can I bring in a overcrowded place where there's so many people that will bring
It's
the
really
same
like
thing.
a bush. You're like, okay, oh, there's again another queue of people. Okay, like,
But I think once you get to the point that, I mean, each one has its own very particular thing, and of course I can see in you, and I guess people can see in me, and I feel what resonates, it's that unique way of expressing some topics that are the same for everybody. The struggle to be a musician, the struggle to be an artist, and how you get there, how I get there. Of course, each one has its own story, but it's a way, I guess, on how your story can relate to other people, and I can feel
for sure.
close to the artist or whatever. And then yeah, after you do your homework and you get, I guess, accepted in a certain community, or you create your community, then reaching out, it's easy. It's easy. kind of easy, but it's all the power of the community you are in and the community you create around you that grants you then all the perks.
Yeah. So who are your sponsors right now? We just want to know. Is there anybody you work close with, or?
Yeah, I mean, I have few company like that. I mean, I have been helped a lot by Impress, by Mod Device, by Vermona. What else? Because I have to say everybody. I have Audis from the headphones, and then I'm sponsored officially by Adam Audio.
That's
And
so cool. And then
and
you
then
say like I'm a big manifester. I think you are. Don't see that you are as well.
the fun part is like I always wanted. This will sound so bad and so materialistic, but I always wanted to have free things before. Because I don't know, I always feel like I want the brand to send me free things so I can do music and I don't have to spend money. And this is a thought that I have when I didn't have money. And now that happened, so I could have manifested something better, but somehow the idea of working and having my own studio, it's a thought that I always have since I was a kid. And finally, I'm getting there at 42, so it's like took a lot.
I wrote that down. What is your dream when you was a kid? When you were a kid? So
yeah, it still is. My dream always been since I am like 14 to have a proper, badass recording studio. That is what I always wanted. I'm not there yet because I want a real facility. Like I know what I want, but I'm at the point now that I can, not in New York because New York would be insane, but in another country or in Italy, I could build something like that, and I could be helped by many companies to put the things together and put ideas together. So. I feel that that is gonna come. It took ages because again I'm 42 and I decided to go full time on music since this March. So before this March I was working on photography and it was not an easy choice, but with the support of like my wife that always been very present and like push me in doing that. Otherwise I would have probably not even try this.
good partners are so. It's like a blast to have. Like people that are pushing you to do what you really need to do.
Oh yeah, we live the house. Nobody ever see the other part, but it's a big loft, and so basically there's not separation between me and her, and a bedroom that is right there. So she hear me doing music like constantly. I would probably kill myself, but she managed to stand it. What about I wanna know about your dream too, and then also I'm curious about your studio in your apartment. How is the feeling about that?
Okay, you said my dream, right? Or what?
Yeah,
what my dream is?
that's two.
So my dream is to make film music. Was always, I love movies, like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are my favorites. I love those magical nerdy movies with like the music is just so great. And I think it is so weird, but I feel I'm getting there, even I don't see it yet, but I feel like the music I'm making. And I got from an actor of The Wolf of Wall Street. He wrote me and he said like, I always listen to your music before I have to perform or like act. And I was like, oh my God, we don't see sometimes where your music ends up, you know? And yeah, so that's above all. And then one day I saw Einaudi, a concert, and I was like, fuck, because my sister was next to me, and I said, I will be doing this. Like, I don't know when, but I will be doing what he's doing. And I still feel like I need to make that dream come true, otherwise I lied.
With the piano?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn more and more keyboard and piano stuff, but yeah, I would
Yeah,
love to.
getting to the Einaudi level it's gonna be intense, but who knows?
For a fun Discord project. Oh, I'm very curious. Can we? What is that? Oh my God, please check out audio. Okay, I'm very curious to that.
Audio visuality.
Can we capture that somewhere? Otherwise, I
Write it
forget.
down. Write it down.
I'm writing it down.
I'll write it
Also,
down. Then we
if
check.
someone has questions for us, let us know. Because I know that of us. I think we always can talk so heaps. Yeah, wait.
Written down.
Okay, written down.
Okay, so
Write it.
basically, let's do this. When I'll have my amazing studio, you can come recording and do your piano session there.
Yes, I think that is what we're gonna put out there in the world. Like that will happen.
With Tom
I
York
think
singing.
with Tommy York. But I
That's
think
fun.
it's amazing to have a sort of orchestra, like like electronic music and orchestra goes so well together. Like the cinematic orchestra, I love them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so and I also had the same dream, same dream as what you had. I wanted to live a life that my life was sponsored. So even like the best would be Deliveroo because I just eat so much Deliveroo, like takeaway. So if I get sponsored by that, I would be super happy. But
I
um,
never thought. I never thought about that. We don't have Deliveroo in America, so I guess it's like we have Seamless or Grubhub. But I never thought about being sponsored by a service like that. That actually would be interesting.
that
So
would be sick. Like you are making music and then oh Deliveroo, you know, and
just
going.
just somebody run. Yeah, there's people that get free stuff always, and people send them pizza. So that,
I
that
did, I
that's the
did that.
dream. Somebody at the door. Oh, some free pizza for you.
I did that in my Discord, right?
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. But then the Discord became a bit quiet and was like, okay, guys, no pizza anymore.
I have to say that we talk about that to be more both involved in Discord. Discord to me, it's like TikTok. I cannot understand it. It takes away from my day. It's so confusing, so time consuming. So many Discords, so many rooms that are like I open my too because of I have Patreon, so like to be in touch with the people that sponsor me, but I can deal with that. Too old.
Oh, but you should get on TikTok though, because that will be the new Instagram very soon. Like I got it in 1 month, 1,000 followers.
No, I know
Hi,
I
Pablo.
am there, but it's that
Don't
one.
watch,
It's
don't
hard.
watch. Post. Don't, like because if you start to watch, you become in a scroll hole, you know, and then you suddenly like 1 hour later you have all these mood swings of what you all
Or
saw coming
learn
back.
all the dances because
Yeah.
that's where you go. It's like there's
Oh my God. It's
it's
like
uh, it's a very cool what's the name portal. It's what Instagram was like in 2015. Well, with one post you could have do 50,000 followers, and there's people that I know that are like 300,000 followers, and like a musician or photographer. A lot of them tell me, yeah, back in the day, Instagram allow you to be seen by everybody.
yeah.
Right now, there's people that has half a million follower, and their post are reach like 1,000 people or do 1,000 likes, like what I do, and it's fucked up because
Yeah.
we
The
put so
algorithm.
much time and content and quality on this platform, and literally we've been paid by nothing. Like just like there's no money. If you want to be seen by your followers, you need to pay. Basically, I never did it because that's one I'm not gonna pay you. But anyway,
I hear
also
anger here. I hear some anger and anger man talking.
there's a little. It's more like I was going to say though. I am grateful for Instagram because it's what really boosted my career, and without that, but Yeah, TikTok is great, but YouTube, I did I'm at 11,000 followers and I started in March. So if I would have started back again last year, I would have put all of my eggs in YouTube because
Yeah.
it's easier to grow a following. It's a way, you have a lot of way to monetize because in the end you have to survive. So you,
Yeah.
and YouTube bring a lot of credibility for what's the name. If you want to do demo, if you want to have gear, now when you start putting down a few videos that do 40,000 visualization and stuff like that, it helps.
Hmm.
And the company are of course more interested in that because it's where they sell better the things, I guess.
Totally. Like Twitch and YouTube, they are working quite well. And I think therefore I got my sponsors because of that. Not because of really Instagram or whatever, but just because I am willing to put all my time into creating content and like and be connected to audience. So yeah.
Yeah, it's an addiction. Instagram, it's a good, it's a business card somehow. So you need to have it. It needs to look good, but it's the start of everything. And I guess we are talking not to be an artist here. We're just talking about, I guess, the nitty gritty of creating a social
Yeah.
presence and then use it, leverage it for whatever you want.
But it's so important because I've even heard people that for a visa or whatever that they had to show their socials, and that's here in Australia as well. So it's just
Oh, if you
it's
don't
mad.
have enough followers, they don't let you in.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you're not is it eligible for getting that kind of visa. So I'm like, it's so important that we get credited and that we have like that we show up on our socials, and that's for a lot of people hard because you just want to make music, right? You just want to be in your studio and create and make magic happen, but if you don't show yourself, nobody knows. So
Yeah, hey, split radix. It's yeah, it's I don't know if people are really interested in all of these back sides, but I wish when I started, yeah, to know. I remember contacting a lot of artists that now are friend with, that they had more follower, like a lot of follower, and I didn't understand how you do that quality video and the music sounds that nice, how you do it. And it felt so complicated to me, like, no, I will never. And then I learn, and then it's easy once you get the hold
yeah,
of it.
yeah, yeah.
And and so yeah, that's a big advice. Is like at this point of how the society is, you cannot avoid having a social presence. Uh,
It's so
unless,
true.
yeah, I don't even know if you're a super genius now, you would break through all the noise. So somehow you need to have your social presence. Whatever it is, doesn't mean that you have to post every single day, but you need to leave a certain kind of mark and be noticed somehow.
Mm.
Uh, of course, being true at the same time through yourself. You don't have to sell out yourself or
People
be.
feel that, right? People see and feel if you are actually if you post stuff that are not resonating with yourself, or just to get followers or whatever. I think that's not the purpose. The purpose is to grow by doing what you love, you know?
Very true.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you which I really want to ask. You covered actually a lot of questions of mine. I was like, oh my God.
Good.
So, what is your best synth? What if you
Look,
or it is
I
a
have
hard
also
question.
here favorite synth. So
Ah,
I guess well that is a easy answer. It's my trusty Vermona Performer. This is the most basic kind of layout, and it's the best thing I've ever had. If you see my lives or my streaming or it's always featured. It became really a second skin, and it's something that, you know, I have it, I will never sell it, and I know that that's gonna be the things that I will
They're
use.
doing that in the comments.
Yeah, and that, before of that, I have to say though that the synth that bring me into the electronic music was the 303.
Mm,
And remember when we were with Andreas Tiliander on.
that was so nice.
So yeah, that guy influenced me. Him and
Aw.
like how he was using the 303, and I said, wow, I love this sound. It's so basic, but you can, you know, really make it sing somehow. And the idea of mastering a simple instrument to get something that you know, sounds more articulate and complex, it's something that really fascinates me. So yeah, those two are my favorite thing. Okay, now
Um,
it's your turn because
yeah. Oh, this is such a hard question because there are so many. Okay, I think the people,
and
I don't know if they.
say Otto
Oh,
was here
seriously, this is the
hanging
best
around.
cat I've ever seen. Like, I even went today on the Instagram page and was like, oh my God, that cat is really good.
It's a cute cat. It's a very lovely cat. Sorry, go on.
Um, yeah, so for those, I have my MOOC there. Some that is actually maybe one of my favorites, because I always had that in my head. When I have a MOOC, I'm a musician. I had that in my head. You know? So I worked in a music store for like a year, but I was coming there every 4 years. Like every year, I was coming multiple times on the doorstep that I want to work in that store, and every time I got a no. So that's why I learned also no. And then and then he said yes, and then I got paid into gear instead of I got paid. I said like, yeah, fine, you know, like that's my life anyway. So so when I got the MOOC, I just wrote my previous album with it, and yeah, it just marked me somehow. Like that will be one of my favorites. But
Is
also,
the
like,
Subharmonicon, yeah?
sorry,
Is the Subharmonicon?
yeah, no, Sub 37.
Sub 37, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great one, yeah.
yeah, I love it. It's so good, especially with the reverb, the Strymon reverb that I have there. Oh my God, I can't choose. This is bad. I also love the TB3, so that's a clone
Ah, yeah, I
of the.
remember, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love it. What you said, you can make it sing, and also with that one even. I also really love that you can use it not like instead of using it as a bass line, you really can use it as a synth or like a sort of sequence synth that's always running in the background. Also with the Strymon, I love.
Well, that's
Yeah,
another, so we can go another question that is making easier. What is your favorite effect?
yeah, the
You
Strymon.
can choose two. You can choose two.
Okay, Strymon, the Big Sky, and I think they also the Cathedral, also the reverb. I
The
just am
what?
into Cathedral. How do you? Let me. Cathedral, I think.
Oh, I don't know
If
that one.
yeah, wait, I think I. Oh no, the book is there. So effect reverb. Yeah, Cathedral. Cathedral. It's really a good reverb as well. Oh, what is your dream since? That's a question. We are actually just talking
Okay,
about
yeah, let's go to that after. Yeah, that's another good one.
it, yeah. Um, but I also, which I really, the cork, that one.
The Electribe?
Yeah, I have two. I have actually three of them.
Those were good.
Yeah, because I love it. They have those tubes and it makes your sound super warm and it's super intuitive and you can it's only but the only thing is it's really heavy. So if you want to go to perform somewhere, you are just I think it's yeah, is that the one?
Ah, the Cathedral, the Electro Harmonics.
Sorry. Did I Electro Harmonics Cathedral. Yeah, sorry, it's that
Okay.
one. Yeah, I love that one.
Never tried that one. I like I never had the Big Sky either. I love
Oh.
Strymon thing. Even if they don't send me stuff to try. Here's Strymon. Here's Strymon. I love you, but you don't send me stuff. Anyway, I have everything of Strymon except Night Sky. I want to really try Night Sky. I think it's
Oh, yes. Yeah.
but if I have to pick two effects right now, I'm obsessed with Death by Audio Rooms. That is a reverb that it's incredible. And I guess the other one, I have so many that I love, but I have the Benny Dub Echo, that it's big part of my dub style. So, and also they are Italian, and I like that one too.
Italians.
Italians did better, but they live in Portugal, I think, or Spain. So
Really?
brilliant mind that expatriated. I don't know. Dream synth. That's an dream synth, like something that it's real and I want, or something that it should be created. That's
Okay, question for the people. Is it a dream set that's out there or something we would create ourselves? Everyone at the same time?
but let's say if it's something that it's already there, I have two things that I would like to try, and maybe three. So one would be the Black Corporation Deckard Dream.
Oh wow, what's that?
Oh, don't watch it at that, because otherwise you'll want it. It's basically their remake of the Yamaha CS80.
Oh,
And it's super expensive, but super amazing. And sooner or later I'll get that one. Then I would like to try the Synthi.
oh yeah.
But now, yeah, the Synthi is like probably not in my. I don't know if it would work with what I do, but I would like to try. And the last thing would be the Moog model 10 or 15, like their small, big portable modular. I would like to try that.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Then I cannot think of anything else that I would like. I tried the Buchla. I wanted the Buchla, but no, it's not my thing. Because I'm thinking of things that are very, very expensive or very hard to get. A Mellotron. I would like to have a Mellotron. You know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I like that one. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Oh, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Aim high. Aim high, yeah?
Aim high. Well, Geno 60, that's what I want. Classic.
Oh, that's easy to get. Beautiful.
Huh? Oh my God. It's touching my soul. Like, it's just like, okay, I need that. If I can't have that, I would also, I'm fine with the Nord lead, you know, it's the A1, it's perfect. I love that. I would definitely go for a synth keyboard, I guess. And also, which one is that again from Moog?
The Matria.
Oh yeah, yes. Yes. Yes, that one. And oh my God, is it not the? Oh, it's so good to sit in front of the computer though. Oh yeah, OB6, Dave Smith.
Okay, you all doable. Come on, I aim for things that are 30,000, the last stuff like that. The OB6, I had it for a while. It's
Really?
great. Yeah, I tried it for a while, and then at a certain moment of my life, I had two Juno original back in the day, and I had it at the same time. I don't know why, but I bought one, and then another one was selling, and it was very perfect and very cheap, and I bought it, and then I sold them both. They're beautiful, beautiful synths, very big though, and like
Yeah, they're
you know.
okay.
Sorry.
I want to say, let me pick one that is a bit out of my league.
Yeah, think of something
Okay.
out of our.
So people, I love Star Wars. Like I have a big love of Star. There will be like a big poster there very soon because I need to. Um, but I want then the ARP to 600,
Okay, that's a good one.
and I played on it in Mess. Like there's a studio here in Melbourne, and I had the chance to play on one, and oh my God,
Well, you can go with the Behringer.
which one?
And they did the 25 or the 26. They did the one that is like a square, like the 2600.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
The 25, it's great because lately I got into this composer that is a woman that now is over 80 and is still alive, though. She was a pioneer of ambient music, and she's called Eliana Radig.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You know her?
yeah.
And she composed like this guy told me about her Trilogie de la Mort, and she spent the entire life, like 40 years of her life, playing just with the ARP 2500, the big modular that now you would pay like $50,000 for it. But
Yeah.
anyway, she really make that thing sing, and it really fascinates me, the idea that there's these artists that like her, like Suzanne Shani, that with their Buchla system, and I love when somebody really stick with his instrument. Like again, it was a piano or a guitar, and it's like spend a lifetime.
Mastering your beast. Wait, I
Exactly.
got some questions or whatever was it? Oh, I would give my left toe. Okay, picture or it didn't happen. No, I'm joking. And then Cork are releasing a mini. That's cool. I wanted to be at Super Booth, but yeah, I'm still on the other side of the planet.
You
Um,
have a passion for small synthesizers, so a mini 2600 could be perfect for you.
I would not give my big toe for it, but I would definitely ask Cork if I maybe can do some reviewing or something. Um, shall we do our last question? Because then
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some lunch. Oh, maybe someone has a last question for us. Can also be.
Let me see if I wrote, because we cover mostly of the things, but
Just gonna ask it already. Drop it in here.
go.
Go. What are you working on right now? What's
That's a
coming?
great last question. I'm working on many things. It's a very busy time, and sadly I'm getting so confused and so distracted. But I'm preparing an album with this guy Soel, and that's the first thing. Then I have a few collaboration going on with brands that I don't think I'm still allowed to announce. So I have a lot of time right now goes into creating video. I'm trying to
Mhm.
up in the quality, and like the hardest part is like coming out with ideas that are not already done and put your mark, like your style in it. So it's really time consuming, both mentally and it's time consuming and mentally consuming.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And then I have I will release an album that it's called In Darkness, and it's a sort of synth wave, dark wave, very
Oh,
simple, that I did a long time ago, and I published some snippet here and there, but I just finished the artwork with a nice, cool artist, Scarful, that I love, and I'm preparing a video out of that that I did with my wife. So hopefully it's gonna be ready by Halloween. There's a question. Let's see. Which good camera are you using nowadays? Me, I'm using a
you.
Canon 5D Mark III that I have since 10 years. Nothing, nothing fancy. Doesn't matter really the camera, guys. I'm gonna give the secret. The The secret
Secret
is
of
using
love.
long lens. Like the more wide is your lens, the harder you will get a clean and enticing shot. The more your lens, I use 85 or 100 millimeter, shallow focus, and that's how you get your video looks good. Boom. Now you can become an Instagram.
Yeah, done. And is Lego well the mystical synth wizard? Oh, so much. I played with him actually on a clone recording studio day with ADE, and
I remember, that was cool.
right. We had to both perform live there. 10 minutes we had, and it went and directly pressed on vinyl. And I was so freaking nervous. I was like, shit, I just have one chance. You know, you have one chance. It was a live stream, it was on vinyl, it would be sold. Oh, and in the end, I was so happy because it was seamless 10 minutes, and I was like, phew. But and his part was so good. Like he's such a
It was cool that that live show was cool. And then in front of each other, like that was another setup. I remember
good
the
people about it. Oh my
yeah.
God. I'm not sure now if I come out of lockdown and have to perform again. I have to get used to it again. Like all these people and yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. I didn't perform a lot as a electronic artist. I used to perform a lot as a band, so it's fun, but definitely it will be interesting to see what's happened next.
It is.
Okay, let's tell us what you're doing too, so we can finish with your.
Okay, I will grab my list. No.
I know
No.
because I'm sure you have 60,000 things coming up and all amazing. So
Well, I'm not everything that I do. I feel like yes, spot on, but yeah. So I work still 4 days in a company as a designer for a music platform, which is cool. Then I'm gonna work for Bukes. That's from the. Maybe you guys know that.
yeah, congratulations on that. That's cool. I love their stuff.
So it's this, like these books.
Oh, next
They're
time you have to interview me about the Vermona things. Nobody uses it like me, so I want to be part of that book.
Oh, yes. Well, that's the thing. I will be artist relationship manager, sort of. So I will definitely, look out for people that are good in a specific topic and get them on board. But yeah, so that will be very exciting. It will be just a freelance job, like just to help the business, and also I think it's just so much fun, learning
Yeah.
so much. Then Mark 4th of November, there will be I will just announce it already, fuck it. There will be a very big remix competition of my last album, like big, like a lot of partners involved and big artists. So yeah, it will be announced with Metapop from Native Instruments, so it will be cool.
Wow.
And then I'm working meantime with brands as well on some new content and quotes and pushing out new videos and like in
You really wanted to push it out this daily video. Good luck. I mean, I really appreciate, but that's a big commitment, huh?
I had to do it because I wanted to see what it would push myself into and what I would feel, and I think you always can scale back. So I do it now like one and the other day. And for me it's just easy to talk. Oh, what's this? No.
It's easy to talk.
Yeah, well, easy to talk. The editing costs a lot of time though, but yeah, so I'm doing that. And what else? Yeah, I'm starting a new platform, Pax Aurora, which will happen end of this year. And I think that's about it for now. Yeah, I'm making my
When
new
are you
album.
gonna sign up for the government thing? Like,
I did. You too, right?
I'm gonna be your right arm and like I'm gonna be the bodyguard. That's a good thing I can do. I'm
Oh,
a big guy, so
definitely. Like you should be on the platform. You should be one part of it. But I think I will hear soon about it, like definitely before December. So um, fingers crossed. If that goes ahead, then yeah, that will be sick. Then I can help so much people. So yeah, well, that's it. And music making, remixes coming up. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I feel we are all pretty busy.
We do sleep though. We do sleep.
I don't, honestly.
Oh yeah,
I,
sorry.
I last time I sleep like a baby. Now it's 10 years ago. I sleep very bad. I drink too much coffee.
Oh yeah, killer.
Yeah, I have a healthy lifestyle. Just a few first hour in the morning. Very healthy, very committed, and very willfully agreeing on drink and eat good. And then after a few hours, just go sideways. But
Open the half-liter cans of beer and like.
yeah, and then night eating M&Ms and M's and those kind, and coffee and M&Ms and coffee. It's
Yeah.
whatever. It's whatever. You need to do what you need to do.
True. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else, guys, but I think, oh yeah, my name is Nadia. I just said moi in there because I'm streaming from my own Instagram. Sorry, guys. Um, do follow Aura if there is anybody from my page. That would
And
be very.
same. Nadia has been one of the first person that ever remixed my music, so has a special place in my heart. And yeah,
So it's,
oh, Eminem, and yeah,
yeah. Okay, I will save this video so people can look back or whatever, or we can, I don't know, do
yeah,
something fun.
definitely. It's
Yeah,
that's been fun. We should do these once every few
yeah, let's
months,
do that.
and invite other people. Next time we need to have Megan also.
Yes, we should. I think we can even go here live with
Yeah,
four
yeah.
people, right?
Now you can do as many as you want, I think. So next, yeah, Split Radix. When she do the remix contest, do
Huh?
it because she's gonna eat big. So you need to.
Yeah, the fourth. Super exciting. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wish you a lovely evening
Yeah, yeah.
and
Gonna go to bed, but
sleep well. I will have my day and I will talk to you soon anyway again. So,
okay. Thanks for everybody. Thanks everybody watching.
guys.
Thanks Nadia. Really good night and see you soon.
Talk later.
Ciao.
Bye.